Hello, 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 my dear great people of grace. Hope you are doing great out there. This is Most Blessed from your dating and relationship tips channel with another topic today for the ladies. Hope you are doing good. Hope you are great. All right. So we have a new topic today, and this is particularly for the ladies. 6 signs that indicate a man is not going to marry you. What? Yeah. 6 signs that indicates he will not marry you. See, a lot of women today, they blindly stay in a relationship for years, donkey years, long time. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Imagine 5 years out of your life, what you would have been able to do with that for yourself. You see, this is a trend today, and at the end of the day, the woman now feel disappointed, frustrated, and when the relationship at the end of the day finally breaks up, she will be the one that feel at loss. So today, we will be looking at 6 signs that shows that a man is not going to marry you. But I don't know why some ladies still blindly stay in this kind of relationship. So let's dive into it. The first signs a man shows that he is not going to marry you as a lady if he doesn't talk with you about his long-term goals. You see, it's not a surprise that some men decide to keep women out of their long-term plans because they have no intention of being with these women after some time. So they easily just try their best to keep a woman just there for them, and they are not really into them, and they are not interested in marrying. So if you find out, ladies, please, if you find out that your man doesn't plan or include you on his long-term plans, or he doesn't even discuss it with you, it's a sign that he is never going to marry you. Maybe after being with him for a year or two, and he still doesn't talk about his plans for the future or what he's going to do with himself. He doesn't really brings you into it. Just see that as a red flag that he is not going to marry you. And you know what to do. I'm not going to suggest it. We'll come back to this in our subsequent videos. Let's dive into the second sign a man shows to a woman that he is not going to marry you. If he doesn't believe in marriage, and he maybe sometimes do speaks to his just with joke, or maybe sometimes when he's talking with other people, he just chip in something like, "Oh, marriage of these days, it's not a sign of love, or it's not a sign that a relationship is healthy. Marriage is just for the head and all this kind of thing." When you hear him talking things like this, because that is his own state of mind, So when he always use words like this, either to you or to other people, or you hear it from other people that this is what your man sometimes says, then know also that this is a red flag that this man is not willing to marry you. Don't have to hear it directly from him. You can hear this from other people, and then just know that with this kind of way of talking, that this man is not ready to marry you. Let's dive into the third sign a man shows that he is not willing to marry you. If he tears you down at the slightest opportunity. See, some men are good at this. Anytime there is a conflict in the relationship, they have no border to which they can insult a woman that you calls your own, that you both assume you are going to be married partners in the nearest future. You should mind the way and be careful about the way you talk to them. So a man that tears you down whenever there is any conflict in the relationship, insult you, insult your family, insult your personality, insult your life, tells you you are good for nothing, please, my sisters out there, know that this guy is never one day going to marry you. All right? Let's look at the fourth sign a man shows that he is not willing to marry. When he downplays that relationship, to other people. You will ask me, what do I mean? How do I mean? It's like this. When people ask a husband, a boyfriend, about his girlfriend, how's she doing? She did that. She doesn't really take you serious. She downplays your relationship. And then when people ask, how about the relationship? Everything is moving on. He doesn't really show any special interest about explaining how things are moving. Just know that this relationship is not for you. This guy is not going to marry you. The reason why I'm saying this is because really, primarily, why some ladies are into a relationship is maybe the hope of one day they may get married, and if that is your aim in that relationship, and things like this signs like this are being shown to you, just know that your aim, wishes will never be fulfilled. Hope you got that, right? So let's look at the fifth sign a man shows that he is not ready for marriage. When he keeps you at a distance, from his close friends and family, he doesn't really present you to his friends. He keeps you out of everything, shuts you out, He is not interested in introducing you to, even if they get to know you someday, he doesn't visit his family with you always. He doesn't introduce you to his close friend. He always keeps you out of his relationship with other people. He doesn't want you to come in. Just kind of a distance, a wall being created. If he does this, also know that this guy is never one day going to marry you. All right? Take this point very serious. You can be with a man, you know nothing about his friends and family. Know that this man is just showing you some signs that one day he's never one day going to marry you. So let's look at the sixth and the final sign from this very topic for today, that a man shows that a man does. 6 signs the man used to show women that they are not ready for marriage. Whenever, oh, sorry, it's really loud out here. Live in the village part of Switzerland. The farmers are doing their thing. I think it's a little bit better now. I just decided not to end the video because the sound was really came unexpectedly. So the 6th sign, the final for today, is whenever you come up with this topic about marriage, he always had this way of excusing himself, of explaining why this cannot take place right now, or he always has a way of avoiding that talk. He always find other topic to engage you so that the topic will never be discussed. So this is also a sign that someone is not ready for marriage. He will always have a reason why it can't happen now. Why should you marry? We marry now. We are not okay financially. I want to have this first. I want to have that first before we marry. No, that he is not going to marry you, you know. And even if he sometimes he can just decide to engage you with some other topic, you know, and at the end of the day, just see that this guy is not going to marry you. There you have it, ladies. So until we will be meeting ourselves again on another video like this, this is Most Blessed from your Dating and Relationship Tips channel. Wishing you a lovely day, sending you tons of positive energies. So until then, stay blessed and be good. Bye.